Let's look at the first shortcut. If you didn't watch the previous video, please go back and do so we are on the same page here. I have an upcoming webinar where I'm going to discuss the two major and most massively influential shortcuts there are when it comes to guitar practicing in general. How to get results the fastest way possible. So please sign up for that if you haven't already done so. Let's look at the first shortcuts to getting there faster when it comes to alternate picking. We're going to look at other areas as well in these video series, but let's first look at this one. We're talking about angling the pick. We're talking about lowering the resistance we get from the strings when we pick, so we need less accuracy when we pick, because accuracy is really the major challenge of alternate picking. But that's what we talked about in the previous one, so please go back and watch that. Pick angling. What we need to look at when we introduce a shortcut is how high can we go with it, and can we unlearn it again? Can we go even further, or am I practicing actually a bad habit where I'm going to get to a certain point, really, and get to this point, and then I can't go beyond that with the technique, with the shortcut I have built in, which is really what we call a bad habit, right? And then we need to unlearn the thing and go back and unlearn learn the right thing, and we don't want to do that. So this pick angling, you can actually practice not angling as much, and then getting the same result, and then angling a little less and a little less and a little less. So you can progress beyond the point where the shortcut can take you, and that's a really cool thing when we're talking about pick angling, because it also has a disadvantage. When you start angling the pick, you go from having if you have accuracy and precision, but that's what takes time to develop, you can get a very high-end, very clear sound because the pick is parallel to the strings like this. Once you start angling it, you get a softer sound. Just listen to this. So this is parallel. Now I'm angling it, and I get a kind of a softer sound. You can also do it in the opposite direction, and you get a softer sound as well, which is cool for jazzy sounding stuff, right? But what you basically do is that you throw out your ability to influence the sound 100% with your pick in return for getting fast picking faster. That's okay, as long as you in the future can go beyond that without having to learn the whole thing, as we talked about. And you really can with pick angling. So let's look into it. Let's go close up and let's look at how you can do it so you can get results faster, feel more motivated, go for even more, and then at some point stop pick angling as much in order to get even higher and regaining that ability to control the sound completely with your pick. So let's go super close up here. So here's how to angle your pick to get more results faster. We just talked about in the first video that we need to have a consistent picking depth in order to do this and have our pick be parallel to the string, right? Because when it's parallel to the string, we have all the options. We can do the angling, and the way you angle is simply to pull your thumb against you or towards you, right? So you do this with your thumb, and that makes the pick go from being parallel to doing this. And the cool thing about it is that you can hear when I play parallel, as I do most of the time, it sounds like this. When I do this, I get a softer sound because I'm picking with the side of the string. This is exaggerating a lot. But also what happens is I don't need to be as accurate because now the pick kind of slides over the string, right? Right? So it's like it has a rounded tip almost, or playing with a little ball. So the more I do it, the more I can make up for the fact that I'm not accurate, that I cannot maintain an accurate picking depth. And so you can actually get that faster. But the cool thing about it is that when you pull your thumb in towards you like this, it's pretty easy to do the opposite as well. So once you can pick fast using this technique, you can practice. It's going to be a bad habit. When you get to this point that you want to go on from this, you're going to consider this a bad habit because it annoys you, because you can't get the staccato, the clear sound of having the pick parallel to the strings. So, but the way to do it is to practice going more like this. Practice playing parallel to the strings. But you don't have to unlearn this, because you can still use it, and it's a, you actually can influence the sound. So when you want a soft sound, you can do this. When you want a sharp sound, and then you can start, angling it when you need that soft sound. So that is doable. You can practice your way to an even higher level by going more parallel to the strings, and then you'll have both options in the future. So I recommend that you do this if you want to get there faster. But I do not recommend lowering your aim at developing your alternate picking skills to the highest point, because you want all the advantages of having total control over your picking here. Go to my website right now and download my free course on alternate picking mastery. It contains 5 essential exercises that will take you to alternate picking mastery faster than you can imagine. And then I've included my method of how to lay out a practice plan in just 1 to 2 minutes that will absolutely boost your results like nothing you ever tried before. So go download it right now. It's free.